Welcome back to the Haunted Haven and welcome to one of the most highly anticipated videos in the Haven all year. It is finally time to start talking about Kringle Candles' Halloween release, which is by and far one of my favorite times of the year. I am so excited and I'm very happy to say I have some new candles to preview with you in today's video. For those of you who are newer to the channel and who have never heard of Kringle Candle before, allow me to introduce you briefly. Kringle Candle is a family owned and operated business out of the central Massachusetts area. The family that owns Kringle and operates Kringle right now is actually the same family that started Yankee Candle. I have had the pleasure of working with Kringle Candle for about 2 years now as a brand ambassador, and they are truly a wonderful business to work with. We are going to get into 6 new candles and then talk about the 12 returning candles as well. The launch is August 2nd at 12:01 a.m. August 2nd is a Friday, so that's gonna look like, for those of us on Eastern Standard Time, you would stay up Thursday night if you wanted to stay up for the actual launch itself, and then right after 12 o'clock, that's when you would be able to access it. And for those on the West Coast and PST, stay up until 9 p.m. your time. So what we're gonna talk about today are these classic black jar candles. There will be another launch after this on the 16th. I can't give you the details of that one yet, but it is going to be phenomenal and beautiful, and I cannot wait to share those candles with you. For this video, I'm going to be doing a pre-burn first impression of the new 6 candles, and then I will give you a post-burn review of the 6 new candles next week. If you would like to receive 15% off of your order when these candles launch, you can use my discount code HAUNTEDHAVEN, and Haunted Haven will give you a 15% discount on your whole order. This is a commission code for me. I am getting a small kickback from whatever sales are made, and this is a really wonderful way to support the channel. I did finally reach over 1,000 subscribers. However, I'm still not monetized on YouTube due to the other standards that they have. So this is my only way that I get paid at the moment. So I really appreciate you using my code. It does mean the world to me. Thank you so much. I know you're very curious as to what these 6 new candles are. So let's hop into it. And Hal is going to help us to display and showcase some of these lovely candles. The first one that we have is 6 Feet Under. The label says, "Damn, it's dark down here," and this is going to be a dirt scented one. The fragrance notes are earthy, green, dirt, wood, patchouli, and musk. Yeah, so it is a dirt candle and it's beautiful. It's really lovely. It does smell like just grabbing a fresh hunk of dirt out of the earth. Almost a little bit slightly metallic. Yeah, I just get a very strong earthy dirt scent. I know that for some of you who may not be familiar with these kind of more out there candles, that is Kringle Candles' specialty. Many of their Halloween candles are highly conceptual. So yes, you would not normally find a dirt candle at Yankee Candle or Marshall's or TJ Maxx, wherever you normally might get a candle. All of their candles are high quality and high concept, I would say. And this is very exemplary of that. This is just going to smell like straight up dirt. So my first impression of this one is awesome. It's great. I can't wait to burn it, and I will be back in about a week and I will give you the impressions of what it's like when it actually burns. All right, the next one I have up for us is called Skull and Sonnet, and that is a beautiful label. Just beautiful, gorgeous. Scent notes on this one are going to be bourbon, tobacco, sandalwood, suede, amber, and oak. I really get the bourbon first out of that. That's the bourbon and maybe the tobacco. Bourbon and tobacco are the first things that are coming off for me. So, you know, this one reminds me of Cognac and Leather. They had another candle that was really kind of strong, cognac scent basically. But I'm getting first and foremost a bourbon, maybe the suede also. Mostly that bourbon tobacco though, that's what I would say. This reminds me of like a cigar parlor scent. Like I'm thinking of like grandpa sitting around in his like parlor with his cigar and his alcohol, and he's telling you some sort of spooky story that happened to him when he was a child. It's like, one time me and my friends went to the graveyard. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting out of Skull and Sonnet at the moment. There's something about it that's warming. It's not, so I would say like with 6 Feet Under, I get this kind of, you're dead, you know, you're, there's a coldness to this one. With Sonnet and Skull, There's a liveliness to this. I don't know how else to say that. I will give this one a burn, and I will let you know what else comes out in the burn. I can't wait to get the other notes out of this. All right, next up we have Carnage. This is a scary label. There is, yeah, somebody holding a knife and it's dripping blood. Scary, scary. The scent notes on this one are minerals, red apple, iron, metallic accord, black rose, dark patchouli, timber silk, and clear wood. That's a lot of stuff going on. We have the minerals, iron, and metallic. We have a red apple, black rose, and patchouli, and wood. So much stuff going on. We have like black rose and dark patchouli I would think of as a very kind of classic Halloween, but we've got that mixed in with these metals and wood notes. Very interesting. All right, let's take a look. Oh my God, I can taste that. I can taste the metal on my tongue. Oh my God. Oh man. Wow, okay, woof. All right, what the heck? I'm afraid to open it again. I'm tasting this on my tongue. Okay. All right, metal is strong. Metal is very strong in this. Whew. Okay, I don't know if I want to go back in for another one. Oh, God. What do I say about this? Jeez Louise. I mean, all right, first off, it's metal, obviously. I am like tasting the iron still. Here we go. I'll try and see if I can get something else out of it. Oh my God, it's so strong. It's so strong. Frankly, I'm just getting so much metal out of this, and it's like, you know that sour feeling when it's like something's too sour, but it's too metal? That's what's happening for me with this. I don't know if I want to keep sticking my nose in this one, to be frank with you. This is so interesting, conceptual, and they did a really interesting thing here. I have never smelled anything like this in my entire life, okay? I have never smelled a metal candle that tasted like metal. Like, my God, what an interesting one. First impressions on this, I don't know if I can give you more than that is metal in my mouth. Obviously, I will give it a burn, and we'll see what comes through on the burn, but at the moment, this is like dragging a rusty knife across your tongue. That's what I'm getting so far. So there we have Carnage. Very interesting candle. Let's calm it down with something that I feel like I will like. I feel like I will be able to handle a little bit better. This one is called Haunted Hallows, and what a beautiful label that is. Absolutely gorgeous. We have wood smoke, fir, herbal, apple, patchouli, and musk. Sounds great to me, and the herbal and apple in there as well. Oddly enough, I do get the apple a bit stronger than I thought I would, but it is a beautiful herbal scent. I've got herbal, apple, and smoke coming out first. It's a beautiful, beautiful blend. And actually, apple scents are not my favorite, so I wouldn't gravitate towards something that is apple heavy, but the way that the apple is mixing with the herbal notes in this, it's actually really beautiful. It's just a very pretty scent. It's reminding me, oddly enough, of the incense that is used in churches. I don't know if anybody here has gone to Catholic Mass, but how they have that incense that goes around during a Catholic Mass. That's really giving me this feel. For anybody who's an incense lover, like incense candle scent, I would say give this Haunted Hallows a whirl. It's really, really nice. So yeah, first impression of Haunted Hallows, such a beautiful scent. I really like it a lot. It's almost also giving me a fog type thing going on. Like it's a bit of a foggy scent. So yeah, if you're into that kind of smoky, foggy as well, I would say try this one. It's a really, really pretty, really nice. This is my favorite of the bunch so far that we have smelled together. Next up, let's go with Dreadful Dolly. Dreadful Dolly is, she's dreadful for sure. I don't know, this is a little scary for me, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I don't know, I think when I burn this one, I may have to turn it this way because it's really, sorry Dolly, but it is way too much. This is way too scary. I think Hal's gonna be a little scared to touch this one. The fragrance notes are apple, amber, coffee, green, wood, and musk. Interesting. Let me go take a look real quick. I'm going to see if they gave fragrance stories for these. I don't believe they did. No, they didn't give us a fragrance story for this. So I am curious why these fragrance notes for Dreadful Dolly. When I'm thinking about Dolly, I would think about like dusty, maybe powdery, linen for their linen clothes, maybe porcelain, obviously, like some of those scent notes. So these scent notes are quite different from that. Apple, amber, coffee, green, wood, and musk. The other thought that I'm having here is those are a lot of conflicting things. Apple and coffee and green. I mean, those are things that normally don't go together. So interesting. That's very interesting. I get a sour apple right off the bat. Combined with, yeah, I mean, it goes a little bit deeper than the sour apple. It's going to for sure. Like there's a deepness to it, but I wouldn't say coffee's coming out. I get the wood, the musk, and the apple mostly, and it's a sour apple scent. Very interesting. Okay, so when they come out with more information on this, I would really like to see what their concept was in choosing these scent notes for. I was about to call it Darling Dolly. It is not Darling Dolly, it's Dreadful Dolly. Yeah, so I will burn this baby up. At the moment, I am saying if you're a sour apple fan of a sour apple scent, then this might be a good one for you to try. All right, and the last of the brand new candles that we have going on here is Thirst. This is obviously a vampire looking one. Well, let's take a look through. It's wood, cognac, patchouli, pepper, amber, and tonka. Those are some earthy notes for something called Thirst. Very interesting again. There is a bite to this, and I don't mean to say that just because there's literally teeth on the front of it, but when I was thinking about these scent notes, I was thinking about something that's going to be deep and earthy and grounded and all of those things, but there's a sharpness to this. This has a cognac note in it, but it's not going to be as alcoholic as Skull and Sonnet. I get a much more alcoholic scent out of this one. This is hard to put my finger on, frankly. Like, I think the cognac gives it a bit of, like this one leans sour as well, and I think the cognac gives it some of that sour. It's sour, patchouli musk? Like, whoa, weird. Patchouli, tonka, amber. I get those like amber and tonka notes, but it's gone sour. It's a very strange. Wood, patchouli, pepper. This is a hard candle to put my finger on. I'm really appreciating this year that these are not straightforward scents. Yeah, this is so interesting. It's a little bit sour, but also grounded. Very highly conceptual, very interesting, and I will burn this and see if I can give you a more robust, defined impression of what on earth Thirst actually is. Hi, this is post-production Julian here. If I were to show all brand new 6 candles plus the returning 12, this video was going to just be taking so long. It was going to be a very, very long video, so I've decided to split it up into 2 parts. So we're gonna stop here with the 6 new ones, and we will be back in our next video with the 12 returning. Stay tuned, and I will see you in my next video.